Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kevin Sykes on another segment of My Mom Mondays, and I just want to say sorry for the wait, y'all. This weekend pretty much been a pretty much busy weekend, and so like I'm actually shooting this podcast pretty late. I'm gonna post it pretty late, but still like my videos, like and subscribe on YouTube, of course, on my YouTube channel, Kevin Sykes. And with that being said, y'all, I'm just gonna go straight forward into what this topic of My Mom Monday is gonna be about. Today's segment of My Mom Mondays, what I want to talk about is the first shedding the light on some of my friends, but also with the topic itself. So recently, a few of my friends had a few accomplishments, and myself had a few accomplishments, and I just want to acknowledge that, and then I want to go into the topic. And so, one of my friends recently had another daughter. Another one of my friends, I can't say which organization, but they just found out they're going to join an organization. A few other of my friends, they got businesses and having children and stuff like that. And me, myself, I've been coaching. Of course, I've been doing this podcast. And so the reason why I just wanted to give that quick rundown was basically to sum it up is that all these things, they're just leaving behind a legacy. And that's what this topic of My Mom Monday is going to be about. So basically, with my definition of a legacy is this, like what people are going to remember you about. What are you going to leave back behind to those when they think of you, or even in the sense as children, because also children are something that people will remember you about. And that's all I wanted to talk about. And like one of my favorite speakers, Inky Johnson, said, like when he was doing wind sprints, he was like, what you want to leave behind with your legacy? Because he felt one of his teammates was going to quit. Do you want people to remember you about you being a quitter, or do you want people to remember you about you being a hard worker? And to me, like this podcast is just summing it up to me, is my legacy. Like this is what I'm going to leave back behind. If I'm fortunate enough to have another life and stuff like that, that's something else I can leave back behind. But I'm glad to say that, hey, this is something I can leave back behind, and people can trace this and say, whenever they want to talk about Kevin Sykes, they can talk about this. They can say, hey, he was doing a podcast, he was doing motivational speeches, he was always trying to get good positive vibes back, and also just coaching, man. Like it's going to be kids, like for the rest of their lives, is going to remember me as their coach. And those are just things that I want to leave back behind for my legacy. And I know like other people, like if you haven't found something that you want to leave back behind, is people are going to remember you about, trying to search and find out. Like that, I think the most important thing about your legacy is it's just how you impact other lives. And that could be just by being someone's parent. That could be someone's, mentor. That could be somebody motivational speaker. That could be anything to someone. But I think if you want to leave back your legacy, if you want to have a legacy, you want to leave it back on a positive note. I mean, sometimes some people leave their legacy back on a negative note. But I think your legacy is what most of the time what people view you as and how they view you as in a positive manner. So I just encourage everyone that's the figure out what your legacy is. Figure out what people are going to remember you about. And not necessarily meaning that you really care about what people feel about you, how they think about you, but think what they're going to have factual about you when that day comes. Because like it or not, we all got that day that's going to come. And I just wanted to say that, y'all, like I said, I encourage everybody to build upon your legacy. Because legacy is something that's factual. It's nothing opinionated. People can go back and trace these things. People can go back and trace this podcast. People can go back and trace the fact that I'm coaching. People could go back and trace the fact that I've earned a degree. And like I said, there's things that I talked about my friends. We could go back and trace these things when that day comes. And like I said, y'all, I just want to encourage everybody, go search for your legacy. Build upon the legacy and develop a legacy. And the legacy is yours. And with that being said, y'all, this is Kevin Sykes for another segment of My Mom Mondays.